Oh, let my spirit show. My spirit show. Oh, 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 let my spirit show. Oh, oh, let my people go. Oh, let my spirit show. Oh, eh, oh, my people show. Oh, let my oh, I, oh, ah, ah, eh, oh, ah, ah, oh, oh, hold up. I was getting carried away. Look, I need to do a studio session. Even if it's just with me. You know, the studio can definitely be the shower. That's actually where I came up with this concept at in the shower originally. I think this is back on it's on BandLab or something like that. I haven't been on it in a while, but it's still on there. But it's also here with us today. And good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. It is early. Uh Everybody's favorite YouTube nephew got off to school very, very well this morning. I did not pack his bento box. I felt like I packed it on Monday, skip a Tuesday, let's have a Wednesday. You know, let's do that. So, we're having a great morning. It's kind of like overcast outside. It's kind of gray. And what I wanted to do, what I usually don't do, is zodiacs this morning. I wanted to go through every zodiac. So, what I'm going to do is just recommend what scripture to read. I've already read it this morning. I was up like 3, 4 o'clock this morning. No, right? 120 Psalms. That is in my distress. And that's all I'll give you because you need to read it for yourself and you also need to dissect it and roll it around for a little while so that you can come to your own understanding and have your own relationship because I have my own. You need to have your own with your Most High. I'm standing in the name of Jesus. So, with that being said, let's keep it moving. So, general messages here. This is my disclaimer. I usually should have a disclaimer for all of this, but let's just say that this covers what I've done so far. Those are general messages. Put on what fits on. If the shoe fits, wear it and wear it proudly. And if you cannot wear it proudly, find a way to grow beyond it. Because trouble don't last always. And size 8 don't always last. I mean, sometimes you're a size 6 and sometimes you're a size 12. Sometimes you just got to get in where you fit in. All right, all right. I'm going to do the ethereal deck next. I don't know if you can see. I got the darn thing too bright. Temper it down a little bit for us older folks who ain't got all that work. Don't do glare that well. This ain't going well at all. A little better. Yeah, ethereal deck. So that's the second one. I'm just going to do the first one for the zodiacs. And good morning to you. It's my pleasure to sing it to you. Howdy do. It's like coffee to me. It's like caffeine is free. Oh, mercy, mercy me. 300 degrees. I like that juvie. Get your eagle on. So, with that being said, we're going to start at the top. And the top is Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, the water bearers of the world. You know what I did learn about this Aquarius season is this is almost like into Thanos. It's like reveal everything and then snap out all the things that don't need to be there. And good morning to my subscribers, both old and new, and from the bottom. And now we are here. We have now reached 100 plus subscribers, and I love you all for being here, and even the ones that are here for the sake of being Monitoring Spirits. Hi! Heck are you? And all things related. Hello. So for Aquarius, let's get going. So how are you, Aquarius? And let's pull some cards for you. We've got the five of Cups, and it came out in the reverse. It's acceptance, move on, finding peace, personal setback, self-forgiveness. All right, Aquarius. So you have to accept things as they are and find peace. There's no sense in self-sabotaging, and you have to forgive yourself and move on. You know, when we grow past things and we don't get over them, we're just we're just beating a dead horse. So just let it go, essentially. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, guess what? It's still not yours. All right. Oh, and the energy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is conducive to air sign or water sign. Tooth care, oral care, brush your teeth. But the thing about it is something about some teeth like chiclets or teeth like tiny teeth or big teeth. I don't know. Just Listerine, toothbrush, toothpaste, doctors, all that stuff. I don't know. But yeah, don't go putting your big or your small teeth on people because you might can't chew what you bit off. All right, so let's get on next from Aquarius. We're going to go into Pisces. Hello, Pisces. That's the water sign. I'm not even going to lie. I do sometimes put in my little personal stuff. Pisces has been one of those signs for me. I don't know what it is. It's like we don't see eye to eye. So let's keep it going with Pisces. Pisces is the fish, the two fishes that are swimming around in their own world. And most of the time, they're bouncing the ideas off yourself. It's good that you're there and it's good that you responded, but I'm still going to take my own advice. Pisces. Let's see what we got for Pisces. Top card. Oh, sorry. Top card. It's the Chariot. No, it's the High Priestess. We've got the High Priestess in the upright. Intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, high morals. So if you are a Pisces, if you have Pisces energy, if you have Pisces in your chart, this is the time for you to stand up and stand out. And this is for the North Node Pisces. We're not worried about those other Pisces. We're worried about the one that is trying to do better. This is the time to stand up, protect your energy and your sensitivity. Sensitivity is a superpower. Being able to feel things before they physically enter your realm is something awesome. Sensitive it's what your nerves are. It's what your nerve is. It's why you have fingers, so that your body doesn't have to touch the fire, so that you can at least feel the heat from holding your hands out. This is what sensitivity does for you. So don't ever think being sensitive is a bad thing. Sensitivity is good for everybody, because if you are not sensitive, then that makes you desensitized. And we all know what the desensitized that this makes a tolerance for some stuff that I don't think that's sensitive. It's not for fragile minds. All right, so we're done with Pisces. Boop, boop, a doop, boop. All right, Aries, Aries, ramble, lamb, lamb, bam, bam, bam. All right, we've got the stubborn culture, but they're so big at heart. I think Aries might be stubborn because they are so passionate. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing because you don't want to be so passionate that you forget all reasoning. So, what I'm going to stick is to the North Node Aries, the passionate Aries that just needs to be heard and sometimes needs some space to get these things through. Let's draw your card. Top card. Boop. All right, we've got the Lovers. So you're in Gemini energy, Aries. Are you having baby fever or relationship fever? I mean, this is a good time, but might have wanted to start a little earlier. I don't know, because this time is a little shaky. Halloween is... People have already been wearing a mask most of the year. So when Halloween comes around, people tend to get them in variety. So we've got to worry about the mask all the way until the end of the year, especially with the hobosexuals, be it man or female. Everybody's looking for help. And if they don't have the goal to ask you to your face and have real intentions, then yes, that is a hobosexual because they don't have a plan and they did not sit down and make plans with you. So Aries, you have the Lovers. Love, harmony, relationship, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. So Aries, if this is your season, make sure that you are keeping it real with you so that you can keep it real with somebody else because you are going to head into doom if you don't stay on the upright. So congratulations on the Aries that has found someone who they can stand past the night. It's kind of temperamental over there, but just understand passion is a moment in passing. Can this person hold your intellectual interest? Can you invest in this person intellectually? Don't get so caught up on the passionate. Okay, Aries, congratulations on the new relationships. Relationships are good if you're in the right one. All right, no OPP, okay? I think we're going to be talking about OPP soon because we're getting to the next one. The next one is Taurus. Hello, grounded Taurus. This is for the North Node Taurus, not the South Node Taurus, because sometimes the South Node Taurus, they get full of themselves, and that's a bull in you, that stubborn energy. And it doesn't matter whether or not you're a real Taurus or not, but if you have a Taurus energy, there are some things that you won't budge on, but sometimes need to be budged. So let's get into it. What's going on with you? North Node Taurus is the Taurus that is grounded in good things, not bad things, but not to say that they're perfect. It just means that they have room to grow. And the thing you have to realize about a Taurus is the Taurus has to realize that they have room to grow. There's no one that can coax that Taurus into growth except that Taurus. So with that being said, let's keep shuffling. Want to give it one more cut and shuffle, then one more cut and then a shuffle, because we want to make sure that we ain't recycling cards. Top card. And that's the Two of Cups. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Are we still in matrimony? So we've got North Node Taurus. All right. So maybe we are heading into divine unions. People are starting to partner up. And I am saying congratulations to you. Love goes beyond a kiss. Love is, and I won't say unconditional because we've all kind of like made unconditional kind of unrealistic. So let's not say unconditional. That is a condition. Love has conditions. So congratulations on the Taurus that is marriage minded, and not even just marriage minded, partnership minded. Sometimes we have a smaller scope and we allow others' input to help us paint a picture with just the primary colors and maybe just the secondary colors. And maybe that picture looks good. But what the possibilities would have been if you would have just added aqua and teal and I don't know, chartreuse and magenta and raspberry and pumpkin. You see what I'm saying here? So make sure that all of your partnerships, contracts, anything going forward, that's not a bad contract, because this is the thing what people don't realize. Your contract is not the only contract. There are other contracts. So make sure that there is no conflict of interest when you're entering these contracts. And that is for Taurus. You don't want conflicts of interest. Entities should not cross. There are some things that should not go into one another. So make sure that you're keeping your house in order and straight. Did I remember to give you all the scripture? It was 120, Psalms 120. Highly recommended to go with this card, and that is the Two of Cups, and that was for Taurus. So we're going to get on to Cancer. Cancer, yay, Cancer, it's the crab. Now, I live in a place that is very, very, very famous for what? Seafood. And I love the seafood here, but I've had good seafood and I've had bad seafood. Oh my gosh, I sound like somebody. I sound like other guys. But we're in Cancer, right? So we're going to keep going. Cancer. Are you the answer? Now, Cancer is also a water sign, just like Pisces and Scorpio. They are water signs, so they can be very passionate about. However, they can also be passionate about what they're saying, whether it's true or not. And that's true of a north or south. Cancers are very passionate, and they are artists themselves. They know how to sway things in such a way in which you don't think that you don't think. I'll put it that way. I'll stop it there. So you have to be very careful with Cancers. Cancers are creative. However, Cancers are very divisive. So you have to be, I don't know, just sleep with one eye open. I don't know, Cancer. I mean, South Node, North Node, it really doesn't matter. Once you're dealing with a water sign, you got to know that the water can go one way or the other. And that's one dangerous thing. Water is dangerous. You know, water can cut. You ever been near a power washer? Water can cut. So even though water can be the most easiest thing to get along, you can heat it up, you can warm it up, you can manipulate it, you can freeze it, you could melt it, you can make it boil. But it's still water. And know of all the possibilities, there is nothing to put past than water. We all know, people will know about mold and damp and pneumonia. That comes from damping, walking pneumonia. So yeah, be careful, Cancers, North Node and South Node, because you have so many possibilities and because you have so much manifesting possibilities. You guys can both manifest bad and good at the same time. And I don't know that you guys know that, but it's a very powerful thing and it's a very bad thing. So you guys got to be on the up and up. I mean, having that sign, I wouldn't rub nobody wrong, but to each his own. I digress. Let me get the card for you. Shoot, it's in the reverse. What are you doing? Coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. This is a 7 of swords. I'm going to read it again. Coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. Okay, I know I want to stay in the north, in the north node, but this looks like a south node message. Whatever Cancers out there, I don't think you got a lot of dharma coming from this card. You got karma, and I don't think at this point self-isolation would help, especially if you've already been all over the place. This is a time for self-reflection. Come clean. I guess this is the only thing that you could do at this point. Just stop trying to control everything, because this is a heavy burden to carry. You see all these swords. Now, if this swords were in the upright, maybe you have like a little bit of balance and you could hold off whatever you could. But because this is upside down, this crap is heavy. Let it go. And the fact that you're a Cancer, like when you get into a community where there is just unrest everywhere, this causes dis-ease. And carrying these swords around, and that's deception. You're carrying a lot around, and that could make you really, really sick. So I don't know who this is for, but this is Cancer season. I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart. I'm gonna read it again. Coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. This is the 7. It says third deacon Aquarius. It's in air energy. It's the 7. This is a no card. This is also an Aquarius. So Cancer, Aquarius, whatever you're holding on to, it's making your situation not do well. I don't know if it's slowing down your money, your love life, financially, emotionally, spiritually. You're not ascending. But these are not burdens you want to bag, lady. This can be a bag man too. I don't know what you gonna do. Anywho, let's get on with it. Gemini. Hello, 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 Gemini. Hello, 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 Gemini. Hello, 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 Gemini. Hello. Hi, I guess you could tell I'm kind of partial to that sign because it's like in the middle. It's the 5. It's the 5th month. It's a Gemini. The Gemini is the sign of duality. It's also the sign of lovers, even though we don't get that rep. We get the rep of two-facedness or whatever, but the Gemini is a gem for a reason. We gotta talk to God because y'all ain't trying to understand nothing we got to say. Now, and that goes for both South Node and North Node Gemini. You know, Gemini, it's 2. It's 2 for everything. And this is why the part of Gemini is represented by the arm. We have a weak arm. We have a strong arm. We have a writing hand. We have a non-writing hand. We have a sports hand, a non-sports hand. We have a June Gemini. We have a May Gemini. There's a reason why there's 2, because one has to balance out the other. There shouldn't be a bad side to a Gemini, but just like any sign, there are bad traits. There are bad traits in every sign. Just be mindful of the strengths and the weaknesses. That's all. So let's pull for Gemini. With the exception of my energy, keep my energy to myself. I'm telling about you all, not me. Even though I am in the general collective, how dare I? Okay, shuffle, shuffle. Have we been good, Geminis? I hope we've been good. How we? Oh shoot, we actually had a card flip over. Look at the cards. Look at what flipped over. This is the only card that flipped over. Oops, I had to let that fall so like you can see the cards did not. Like, this is the only card that flipped over. So, let me put it down. That's because it made me happy. I told you, I try to keep my energy out of it, but I guess we all doing the thing this year. Bisan, good morning. Hello. We got the star, the Gemini star, and it's in the upright, so that's a good thing. But let's not go too far because we've all got work to do. We all got work to do. No one can reject Jesus, especially when you open your eyes. You know that there's a gift because he actually allowed you to come back and try it again. And it says hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omen, rejuvenation. Yes, 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 yes. So have hope, keep calm, have faith, purpose, renewals, spirituality, fortune, good omen, and rejuvenation. Get some sleep, drink some water, pray, study, do a class, um, plant a garden, water your plants, water your plants, water your house, water your life. I don't know what that looks like for any one of you, but I know what it looks like for me. Water your life. Gemini, water your life. Stars. And you see it's got water in there? Oop, I'm so sorry. I don't flag me for that. I did not pay attention to the figure. I'm going to put my finger over it. There you go. She's like in the water, dipping in the water. The daughter of baskets. You can also look in Acts too, because it actually tells you about our gifts in the book of Acts and how that plays out. I'm gonna let you go into the book of Acts since you got time to sit there and tell me what you want me to do. I need you to go on and do what I asked you to do first. Thank you. All right. So for Geminis, keep hope, keep calm, rejuvenate, do what you have to do so that you can refresh. That's in the North Node. For the South Node, Gemini, even though I was not trying to go in the South Node, Gemini, trust yourself and know that it's going to be okay. You don't get any reward if you don't do any work. So if you are a lazy Gemini, I don't know what to tell you because we have nothing in common. I ain't even allowed to be lazy. It's just not gonna work. Okay, so that's for Gemini. Let's go. Let's go to the next place. The next place. What's the next place? The next place. The next place. The next place. Ooh, how do we get to Cancer and we skipped all of these things? I don't know. Aries. We did Cancer. We did Cancer. We did Taurus. Interesting. That's because Pisces and Cancers put me in the same mind. But we did Taurus and Gemini. Leo! I think you should consider the teaching of the whole Bible and not just the part you were exposed to. It's your job to keep yourself together, and it's my job to mind my own good weather. Thank you. Let's not forget the part of the book that said I should not spoil my brother's meat. Why did you travel to my table with your vinegar when we only using pepper over here? Thank you. Leo. Sometimes I have to look before I shuffle because when I get to interacting, it makes my hands work of its own volition. All right. Shuffling and clearing for Leo. So Leo is the lion, and it is one of the shiniest sun zodiacs. It's a shiny fire zodiac, and they have an air of stubbornness, but they also have a showmanship that cannot be compromised. And they don't like it either. They feel it's very disrespectful if you look away when they put on their performance because I am putting on my performance. How dare you look away? So we're going to travel to the North Node, Leo, who actually share some of the attention, but they still want the attention. Like, can they get some credit? That was on my little point in the real card. The little gave his body for debit. You took the credit. Boop, 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 Leo. Boom. One card. You have the Six of Pentacles. The whatever question that is on your mind, it is a yes. I'll show you in the card. Giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, and sharing. That is one thing that is definitely a North Node Leo trait. When you come across a Six Pentacle Leo, I'm trying to show you without the glare. When you come in the yes and all that, yeah. And when you come across a six pentacle Leo in the North Node, they are very sharing. And what is the thing is, a prideful Leo, they want everything around them to be taken care of because it reflects how they love themselves. And anything connected to a Leo energy, a Leo moon, sun sign, rising, whatever, they don't play that embarrassment. They don't go for it. They do not like to be embarrassed. It does not matter. And that's even in the South Node. Even a South Node Leo will cross the street if they feel like you finna make them look crazy. I ain't even playing. This coming from me having a Leo dad. Where you going there looking like that? You ain't going with me. Leos do not play that. But what they're not inherently selfish. A Leo is not selfish, but the thing about a Leo is Leos have huge hearts, just like the lion in Oz. They have huge hearts, and if it gets even poked a little bit, like, and I'm not even like, they don't have a high tolerance. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I think I got a lot of Leo in my chart. I don't have a lot of tolerance, and I don't have a lot of words. I'm not gonna sit there and keep on explaining to you because it's just not a good thing for me to explain that to you. So when a Leo with high tolerance, yes, they want to share. Yeah, they want to give, but you poke the wrong way, and God forbid those stiletto nails. You poke one of them Leos with that round, and I'm just the nice version of the Leo. Like, come on now, you can't make a Leo look bad. If they put you on a pedestal, trust me, don't mess with a South Node Leo because it don't even matter whether you was right or wrong. But a North Node Leo, don't have them go out their way to put you on a pedestal and you make them look bad because there is no safety net coming from this Leo North Node. And I'm going to need the Leo North Node to kind of not be that brutal. Just make sure you're able to disconnect and you are right with that decision because y'all a little savage when y'all know y'all right. Just make sure y'all right and it's not your ego that's right. And it's not, make sure you right universally before you go this savage. Okay, Leo? I'm just saying we are not, none of us are above reproach. So I'm just saying from down to up, from the janitor to the CEO, none of us are above reproach. So make sure you're universally right before you go to savage and you start removing people from pedestals. That is for Leo. That's for Leo exclusively only. I see it. I see it. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes. If you do not like tarot, I don't know why you're here. Well, thank you. Calm down. Calm down. I'm not taking none of them, but I'm going to look at them. Anywho, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. After Leo, then it's Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh, Virgo. Virgo is such a superfluous sign. And the reason why I say Virgo is a superfluous sign is because they comb over everything with a fine tooth comb. And then they go get another fine tooth comb to follow it. To be a Virgo is to be like a silk press. For those girlies who know what the hairdresser is, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna talk to the guys about that. To be a Virgo is like to have a silk press with the two rat tail comb method. And for the guys, to be a Virgo is to have quality control come around and check your steamrolling process and to see how many times you've gone over and did the asphalt or whatever the material you was using melt. Like, It's going over things. It's like a foreman coming to check your level on your scores or your pars, whatever they call it in masonry when you brick building. It is that meticulous to be with a Virgo, whether it is South Node or North Node. The difference between a South Node Virgo is because a South Node Virgo is combing through everybody crap but theirs. They will have mustard on their shirt. Won't see it. But they know you got that book in your nose. Oh no, don't leave me by myself while I'm doing Virgo. I don't see nobody in here. That's all right. Y'all gonna watch it later on. And y'all gonna talk y'all stuff. But I'm only telling the truth. Watch when I pull y'all little cord. It's gonna tell you. But Virgos are part of society's salt. Virgos are the salt of the earth because some people do need to be checked meticulously. Some people do need checks and balances. It's almost like having the accountant of the zodiac. You need somebody to comb through. It's just unfortunately Virgos have a way of being so exhausting that you run out of energy to check them, and that's where you end up with a South Node Virgo. But if you are able to effectively keep a balance with a Virgo from the beginning, you got a pretty good comrade. You've got a pretty good business partner. But the thing is, you got to have your sword up and ready to cut them off at any flag, because a North Node and a South Node Virgo is almost one and the same, except it's one or two games. And I said it the way I said it, and that's the way I felt it. So let me pull the card on it. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Fresh, fresh, fresh. One. Ew. We've got the Five of Cups. That's in the water. First deacon, Scorpio energy, the Five of Cups. Acceptance, moving on, finding peace, personal setback, self-forgiveness, and the upside down. So whatever's going on with the Virgo, even in the North Node, I don't know if this looks like a South Node message, but it could vary, because this is the thing. Even in the North Node, you can make a mistake. Some people make mistakes. Shouldn't make them as often, especially if you keep doing the same thing. It's not a mistake if you want to keep doing it over and over again. But in the North Node, you can make a mistake. I mean, it happens. You're not expected to be. This is a healing process. This is a journey. You're having a human experience. It doesn't give you license to keep making the same mistakes. It just gives you enough mercy to get through your mistake and to try to find methods in which to not make the same mistake. If you get me, you get me. If you don't pick it up, put it down. All right, so acceptance, moving on, finding peace, personal setback, self-forgiveness. And a lot of us get trapped in this self-forgiveness thing. Self-forgiveness doesn't look like what everybody. Sometimes you got to accept that you made a mistake, that you made the wrong choice. Sometimes you got to put that thing back. Sometimes you can't get the $2.49 a pound chicken. Sometimes you got to get, sometimes you got to just go on over there and get the other meat, or don't get no meat at all. Just get vegetables. Sometimes that's what it looks like. Sometimes it looks like having the thing that you thought you wanted and knowing that you should put it back because it's going to keep you from the thing that you worked for. I don't know if I worded that right, but I think some of y'all get it. The North Node Virgos know, because they're hard workers. I ain't going to lie. I've never met a Virgo that wasn't a hard worker. But something happens and they meet someone, or if something usually happens outside of themselves, and that's where the self-sabotage happens. And because Virgos are so meticulous in everything, sometimes they don't understand that the meticulous is not only just a superpower, it's also a weakness. Because if you get so meticulous in something and you start investing in something that's really even not even good for you, it becomes toxic. And even though Virgo is a hard worker, I'm going to need Virgo to forgive for taking up projects that they should have never put their hands in the first place. Put it down. Walk away. And that's my advice for Virgo. Okay. So now on to the next. Libra. Are we Still in Libra season. We are about to leave Libra season. It is turning into Libra Scorpio. And then we'll have just 2 more to go, which will be Sagittarius and Capricorn. Hopefully everybody's caught up. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my Ring camera. Like my Ring camera, this the thing. I'm in like the Ring camera, it goes off. I got it on a sensitive thing, but the thing about it is like I don't know if people notice. I notice weird patterns. Like I notice weird patterns. So whatever. All right. So we've got Libra season. This is Libra season. We're coming to the cusp of it. And if you are a Libra Scorpio cusp, you are an air water. And air and water makes for what? A good old hurricane. Good morning and thank you. Thank you so very much. I am doing well. Hopefully you are doing well. And Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, that could be a hurricane, that could be a tornado. And if you've ever had the pleasure of seeing one, it's a beautiful disaster. It's indecision in motion, actually. That's exactly what the Libra is. But when you put it with a Scorpio, it is a beautiful disaster. You'll get all the passion, you'll get all the mystery, and then you won't get Nathan when it's finished. That's just like when in most of them hurricane movies, you see the cow going by, it's like, murr. And the cow's like, what the heck is going on? And you like, what the heck is going on? But you can't stop watching. And the cow is looking for something to put its eyes on because it's in a spinning tunnel. I've watched quite a few hurricane tornado movies. There was one that was really epic. I forget who played in it, but they were like, it was like an ex-wife and the current wife and a bunch of friends, and they were all chasing. They were storm chasers, tornado chasers. And that's what I like in that too. A South Node, North Node, Libra. And if you're in the Libra season at this time, at this planet alignment, at this very moment, this is Libra season. And I don't know what moon we're in. Maybe somebody can put it in the chat. I don't know what moon we're in, but it's going down. And you know, Halloween is a very, very specific sign for Scorpios and Libras. But it's interesting how the cusp happens at this time, and the timing is everything. Timing is everything. So let's get on to the Libra card. And the Libra is supposed to be justice season. This is when things are supposed to be righted and balanced, because as you go forward, you want to make sure that you're not giving your Christmas presents or whatever you celebrate or whatever holiday, Ramadan. I think Ramadan has nothing to do with that. Purim. It's Purim, Halloween. There are several feasts and several formal events that happen this time of year. And blessings to all. Blessings to all who partake, and all respect to all who keep up with their cultural appearances. It's what you like for your family, and hopefully it's what your family likes for you, and hopefully everything is on the up and up. Okay, so shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Libra, Libra, Libra. One card. And it's upside down. It's a lot of wands. 10 of wands. Fire. Sagittarius, which is usually a precise type of thing going on. And it's the energy of 10, fire sign, and it's a Libra. So we have Libra, which is justice, which is air. And it's the fire sign, air and fire. Ooh, who's stoking the fire? Somebody starting stuff. This is the energy of agitation, antagonizing, confrontation. Doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, released, overstressed, burnt out. Okay, so it is a burden to carry these 10 of wands upside down. But also with fire and the energy that is confrontation, there's a lot of stuff that has to be confronted in order to get through this hurdle. If you are in the North Node, if you are in the South Node, you are carrying way too much, and I don't encourage you to keep carrying it because burnout is in the near future if you do not let it go. The answer is no for whatever question is in your mind, but doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, release. You might need to have somebody else do some stuff for you so that you can release all this stress. And sometimes we want to hold on to all of what we got. And that is a thing that is a big Libra trait. Libras don't like to concede to defeat. They don't like it because they would rather have the decision floating in the air than have the decision made by default, or somebody else is making it, because it takes away their sense of control. Now, if you're in the South Node as a Libra, 9 times out of 10, you have a battle with decision making, which could be an issue with self-control. One of the biggest things I've seen with people with Libra in their chart is the battle with indecisiveness. And that could be a problem going into any agreements, any contracts, because it's okay if a person is by themselves and they change their minds and they can get themselves in and out of stuff, but it's not okay when you go into with other people and you're the only one that knows that the contract is about to be breached. It's just not good. So in the North Node, Libra, they're always looking for some type of balance, but all in all, unless you delegate this type of situation to a trusted source and you actually have set your mind, which is very hard to get a Libra to do because there's always all these other possibilities that are always being flirted around, and Libras are big flirts. They flirt with possibility. It's not always a romantic thing. Libras flirt with possibility all the time, and it can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing, because if a Libra always have easy options, they're going to stay floating about, and that's not good for anybody. So God bless you if you're dealing with a Libra. I've been there, done that, ain't doing it again. All right. So yeah, with the Libra, doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, just try not to get burnt out. And that actually piggybacks off of what I was saying for Virgo. Some burdens ain't worth holding on to, and some battles shouldn't be fought, and sometimes you shouldn't have geared up anyway. And that's what I'm going to say for Libra. Peace with that. All right. So next we got into Scorpio. I am getting through this, and it's not even 50 minutes yet. It's 47. It was 47:19 when I stopped doing Libra. That was my timestamp for that. I have not been doing my own time. I'm going to start doing my own timestamp since I have time enough to look up, because it doesn't take that long. All right, so we're going on to Scorpio, and I was saying that I already told you about the Scorpio Libra cusp. That can be a beautiful nightmare, beautiful nonetheless, but a nightmare nonetheless either. I'd hate to just I don't like that nightmare that people have, that I've had, like that falling nightmare where you kind of wake up as you hit whatever you're hitting. That is not cool. That's sort of like that Libra Scorpio thing that I was talking about. Yikes. It's as scary as the name Susan. I don't know if anybody's seen Monsters and Aliens. I'm always watching all of the kids' movies. I gotta watch them because it's a difference between Disney to Pixar to the other Disney spin-offs, and you get different information from all. I like all the information. It's just that you gotta compartmentalize it. So you put things where they have to go. Yep. So we're with Scorpio, and Scorpio is the scorpion, and the scorpion has the venomous poison in its tail, and it has a quick defense, and it's very defensive. However, it is mysterious, and a mysterious amphibian. It is not an insect. It is not a mammal, but it's an amphibian. I don't know. It's a species in betwixt the thing. And it's something like a spider, but it has a shell. It has a exoskeleton. It's very different. An alien of sorts. So a Scorpio is a very complex, mysterious, passionate person. And paired with other signs, it makes it's like a house of cards. We just don't know what those cards are made out of. So with the Scorpio, I'm going to keep shuffling until the cards come out because that was a lot of cards. Like it jumped out of me. Is there a Scorpio here? Hi, your energy is strong. Did you drink coffee? Did you drink water? You might need to drink some water. That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking them all, but it's a lot of cards. I'm going to put them back and see what comes out. I only asked for one because it's a lot. And for some reason, whoa, shoot. That card jumped out. And for some reason, doing all the signs is a lot tiring than just me talking to you for like an hour. Wanna know why? Because it's information being processed. That was just me moving hair out of the way because I need to vacuum. And I'm going to do so when I get off of here because I need to vacuum. One card for Scorpio. Who that? Four of Pentacles. It was trying to come out earlier and I just kept putting it back, but obviously it wanted to visit you. All right, so this is the Scorpio, Four of Pentacles in Capricorn, third decan in Capricorn. It's the earth sign, earth energy, saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, frugality. Okay, so Scorpio, this is where we are. North node in the Scorpio. This is in the upright. You see this figure? It looks good. Looks, I don't know. Looks like almost like a fur coat and a crown. Like he's chilling. Like I'm gonna hold on to what I got because I don't know what's going on. And that's pretty good. Sometimes you do have to conserve. This is actually the season in which you need to conserve. Maybe fruit, pack fruit, store up foods, non-perishables, soap. I would say toilet paper, but if you could wash your tail, you get it. But yeah, saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, and frugality. Now we have to be very, 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 very careful with the scarcity and the control. Mr. Four of Pentacles, which is in the Capricorn. Whatever question you're asking, the answer is no. But this is also for Scorpio. So the Scorpio being passionate and mysterious, please save money, conserve, conserve, conserve. And I don't know what's going on with this scarcity and control and the frugality. I get it. You have to conserve, you have to be mindful of what you're spending, but also you can't be selfish with somebody else's money, and you can't be pocket watching and spending somebody else's money for your benefit. So I don't know who this is for, Scorpio. But this scarcity tactic and control and frugality means that you pocket watching somebody and I don't know. It's something about you pocket watching somebody and you trying to control what they spend. You control what they spend or they can try to control what you spend. And I did have all that relationship stuff at the beginning. The answer is no, whatever it is. It's in Capricorn. So that's in December. That's the end of December. I don't know who's spending, what's going on with spending, but be careful. And yeah, you can't control nobody else spending. And if it's not your money, and if you're not working for it, what are you working for? And this type of control and scarcity tactics and the frugality, if you're not controlling yourself and you actually projecting this on somebody, don't be mad if they walk away with all their pentacles and whatever you was trying to control. Or maybe your stuff, because you controlling. I don't know. This is for whoever this is for. Scorpio. I don't know if you got Scorpio moon rising or falling from what this look like. But you better get your stuff together because Either you need to practice or you need to practice keeping your eyes out of somebody else's stuff because they're going to get tired of that, especially with the scarcity tactics. I do not like scarcity tactics because there are so many ways to get more. There are so many ways to find yourself satisfied without somebody trying to control you. That ain't going to work. All right. So moving on from Scorpio, that was a little bit heavy. Oh, that was a bit heavy, Scorpio. I don't know what's going on with you, but clear it out. Clear it out. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. I never learned to do that dance because it don't look like, it looked like something I used to do just to get my parents' attention or something. I don't know what that dance is. Some of y'all put a beat and something nice to anything. I don't know. All right, so let's get on to Sagittarius. I'm in love with the Sagittarius. I'm in love with the Sagittarius. Oh, I think it was a Beyonce song. Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is the adventurer. It's the archer. It's the one that shoots with precision. Whether it be good, it be bad. I don't know. It's like excuse my analogy. It's like a dog with a bone. Once they get that bone, they don't care. They what is up with that bone? What's in that bone? What is in that bone? And if you got a North Node Sagittarius, they latch onto them goals and they get through it. You just gotta watch out for the obsession because I have not. Now, this is my personal experience, not yours. Me personally, in my experiences with Sagittarius, I've met a few they have obsessive traits. I think there is only one Sagittarius that I had an interaction with, and because I didn't know this much information that I know now, things might have could have went good, but it made a big difference between a male and a female Sagittarius. A female Sagittarius can get really obsessive, and I mean blatantly excessive. Male Sagittarius, they can get obsessive and they have addictive behaviors, but they're a lot a bit better at hiding it. Female Sagittarius, they gonna tell you in your face, I don't care, I break the law, baby. I break the law about you. Like, that's scary. And if you're dealing with that, my heart goes out to you. That is scary. A Sagittarius is definitely majority. I don't care. It's North Node and South Node. They be on demon time about theirs, and it don't matter North Node or South Node. Just make sure you on the right side of that, because them Sagittarius, boy, they be like energy 15. That's that. Woo, 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 woo. Mm-mm. So let me shuffle and get through this, because that's the archer, and they shoot for precision, whether it's good or bad. I mean, have you ever had some annoying pain just somewhere on you, and it was like you could just point to it because it's that intense. That is what Sagittarius's obsession feels like. Once they latch on to something, it's like, I don't know, it's like the Chihuahua type of thing. Like, I don't know, lockjaw. They're like, they do not let it go. So just make sure you're on a good side of that. North Node Sagittarius, make sure it's a goal worth achieving, because if you latch on to something that's really not even that rewarding, like, what did we just do? Why did we just waste this time? I ain't got time for that. All right, no. All right, so let's shuffle. I've already cleaned it. I've already cut and cleaned, so let's cut again and shuffle, because I want to get this through. I got one more to do, which is because I started with Capricorn. No, I didn't start with Capricorn. I'm in Sagittarius. I'm going to end with Capricorn. I started with Aquarius. We started at the top of the calendar. All right, Sag, what we got? My dang. The Nine of Cups. Upside down. Lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. What I tell you about that obsessive energy? I told you, and I kept shuffling because I wanted to make sure that it was okay with you that we just go on and be honest, okay? Because duh. When you're an artist, you can take on any accent, long as the person who's there is understanding you. But yeah, we got the 9 upside down. What? Appreciate it. I thank you for your apology. So upside down, we've got the 9. Lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. Dang. I did say reading for Sagittarius, right? So I did go into the message before I went into the message. So I basically said it. Sagittarius, lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. So let's read from the north. From the north, Sagittarius, I'm going to say that you deserve some happiness. You do. I know a Sagittarius, male and a female, and smugness is just, it's a trait. It's a trait. Most of them are on the attractive side. There aren't a lot of unattractive Sagittarius, just like there aren't a lot of unattractive Geminis. They're just, I think it's just set up that way. But the fact that you could put them in the same room and the Sagittarius will like be so upset. Will be so upset with you because why are you in the same room as me? So I consider a Sagittarius and a Gemini in the same room as being, that's 12 people. And I'm gonna tell you, the Sagittarius is counting all the people, and they count each one that they do not want you representing because they want to represent all of them. So be careful. Be careful. So from the south node of a Sagittarius, I'm just telling you with that obsession energy, they don't like to see other people happy. If it's not them and you are not and they are not the source of your happiness, gone and pack up and head out because they ain't actually be happy. I had a Sagittarius as an associate that I made the mistake of calling a friend at one point in time. And then I had a guy that I was with for over 6 years, bless his heart, still got space. They couldn't be in the same room together. And they both had the same, and this is what's crazy. I'm hoping that the male was in North Node right now, because I know the female was still working on it. But what's crazy is neither one of them to be happy. I ain't lying. They would look at me and be like, so what you gonna do? Because neither one of us can be here. And if you smile again, we gonna get you. I'd be like, what the heck? Bye. But a North Node Sagittarius, they want to spread joy through the room. They do, but they also want you to laugh at their jokes, and they want you to interact with them, and they want to be part of your happiness. They don't want to steal all the joy from the room, but they would like to be included in all the joy in the room. But that South Node Sagittarius walk in, what is you happy for? If I'm not the reason you're happy, nobody's happy. No. All right, let's get off of that because that I shouldn't even been laughing at. God forgive me. Nope, don't even forgive me for that one because I'm gonna laugh again. I'm gonna laugh again. All right, so let's move on from Sagittarius because they are just very entertaining to me for so many reasons. All right. Capricorn, how are you? No Cap. Capricorn, my stoic business person. Now, Capricorn is the business Atraman, that is the one that knows at the end of the year if everything is in the blacks or the reds. They know because they've done all the analytics. They have compared the numbers to the words and the words to the numbers. They've run recon, they've run systematic updates, all that crap. But they have not charged up any of the devices. Did I say that right? Did I accurately describe that? Because a Capricorn can be pretty busy. They also can be pretty busy doing nothing, depending on the Capricorn. So you have a South Node Capricorn, and the South Node Capricorn presents just like a North Node Capricorn. I guess that's just the same as the most other zodiac signs, but they're specifically extreme because self-inflicted isolation is one of their things. So you have no idea what most of the Capricorns are doing, and a lot of them out of self-defense, because this is the thing about the extremist that is the Capricorn. A Capricorn has a heart so big that they have automatically provided themselves with a brain that is equally as big, because they need to have balance at all time, whether it's balanced or not. They need to have it appear as though. So if they have 20 pounds of knowledge, they need 20 pounds of heart. And do you know how hard it is to navigate those two extremities? When they love you to the point of paralysis. And sometimes that's how the business goes. Now, if you're with a South Node Capricorn, unfortunately, they'll kind of lean too much to one side or the other, and it'll create an imbalance that you cannot rebalance. So then they'll go in on this self-inflicted isolation and try to balance things out, which actually does nothing to help the situation, because now you're just bouncing stuff off the wall on yourself, and you have nobody on the other side to catch it. And sometimes you need somebody to catch the ball and say, hey, let's play a different game. So that's for the South Node Capricorn. But with a North Node Capricorn, they actually are great business partners. It's just that you can't let them get on the extreme, because everything will become about checks and balances, and then your feelings will be just put to the side because it ain't in the bills, honey. It just ain't in the bills. So you just, as long as you can keep a balance with your Capricorn, I think you'll be fine. It's just that you cannot allow your Capricorn, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl or whatever you want to call it, if you are dealing with the Capricorn, communication is key. The minute that Capricorn start playing with that communication, you need to really figure out whether you're going to be there and not, because you will find yourself in a coaxing situation. What is wrong? What's going on? What are the deets? Send me the statements. And depending on what side of Capricorn you're dealing with, things could get really extreme. So be mindful when you are dealing with the Capricorn, Capricorn moon, sun, rising, whatever, that you need to be able to provide receipts, and you also need to be able to take your feelings out of it, because when business arrives, ain't no emotions in that business, because they have a bottom line. Which most people should. It's the adult thing to do. But to X out everything else and focus on the bottom line is the bottom line. All right, so hopefully those 12 readings did find you in satisfaction. I'll try my best to do more of them. I think it's easier to do the 12 readings than it is to do no, actually it's not. It's just interesting because this is the first time I did all 12 consecutive zodiacs on live, because I had gotten so used to just taking up all my darn storage on the phone, so I wasn't doing it. And now I'm going to the general message, so I'm going to go over to the ethereal deck. I'm putting this back in the box. I like this deck because it has the words on the card, so I don't have to read the book. Either way, it does help. And yes, I try to put my cards back the same way all the time. Meticulous. But disclaimer, I always tell people, I embody all signs, which most people do. It's just that they don't know what to look for. They don't know what's going on. and they don't know what to identify with what. And it's good to just educate yourself. Just as much as the galaxy is supposed to incite exploration and curiosity, so is everything else. It's a galaxy. I used to love the movie. I still love Men in Black. I like the whole series. The whole series is enriching in such a way because it's levels to watching Men in Black. The first time you watch Men in Black is going to be for entertainment. It's going to be for fun. It's going to be for the thrills. The second time you watch Men in Black, you're going to be like, I didn't notice that before. And then the more you watch it, it's just more discovery, more discovery, more discovery. And then when you hit a certain level, you're going to watch it. You're going to go back and watch it because of the stuff you already know. And then it just becomes, and becomes tantalizing because you've reached the level to where all these things correlate. It's like, I am blessed to be here in the middle of all this discovery. It's just like when a baby first figures out what sand feels like and how weird it is and how you can't get rid of it. But wow, it's nice and warm in the sun. It's like all these things all at once. A nuisance and a discovery all at the same time. That is just, oh boy, it's amazing to come to this conclusion. Oh, we've got an hour and 10 minutes. This is a new for me. First card, 10 of Swords in the upright. I'm gonna do my little card, my little hand shuffle. Because these cards are a little bit big. I think they're just a scooch bigger than the other ones. So it's like harder for me to like shuffle the other way. So I have to do it this way. And this is like ASMR itself because I actually like the way I like to hear the card shuffle. I like this. It reminds me of the time my uncle showed me how to play gin rummy and then showed me how to cheat. I was like, I don't want to play this card because he learned how to cheat. Well, he knew how to cheat, and I kept losing. So that's another reason why I don't like playing cards a lot. Because people be passionate about something that they can like easily cheat at, and I'm like, I don't want to play that because no, you ain't gonna put me in that energy. No. So yeah, but I do like shuffling the cards. I like how it feels. I like the rhythm of it. Yeah, I like the. So I'm just going to take the 5 off the top because why not? We've already started with 10 of Swords. I'm just going to show you what the 10 of Swords look like. This is the figure upside down with the 10. It's facing down. It's facing down, so it's facing something. So we've got the 2 of Cups next. It's upside down. This is the ethereal deck, so this deck looks a little different than, yeah. I'm keep it that far away because I didn't notice that the foil wasn't shining like that. All right, then we've got the 6 of the Sun, the Sun, the Sun. I really like this deck because I just like the way the cards look. The foil on it is just, it's elegant. It's eloquent. Okay, and we've got the 2 of Pentacles. So we've got the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 6. No, what's that? That's not the 6. Oh, that's 21. The Sun is 21. That's a 3. That's 3 energy. I'll show you it. I don't know if you see this. X, 1X. That's the number. That's, yeah, 21. All right, bet. All right. You did 2, 1, 2. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. This is the next card, and we've got one more card, and 6 of it. 6 of Pentacles. That's 2 6s so far. That's 2 6s. No. I'm gonna look at what that the Sun is. I want to be positive about that. So far, we've got 2. We've got 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. We've got the Sun. I need to find out what that Sun is, and then we've got Justice. All right. That's major arcana. 1 major arcana. Well, 2 major arcana. Judgment. So I'm definitely going to the books on these cards because I have not memorized these cards and I don't like to be saying things out the wind. Okay, so let's do it. 10 of Swords. Remember, I'm reading from the left to the right. 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords. I just like this book. I like how it was carefully detailed. It was carefully put together. It's something about the details that are nice. It's very nice. Come on, swords. I think I don't like it, but the book is a lot of pages. I mean, like keep going, keep going. All right. So the Ten of Swords. It might seem as though all hope is lost, but is it? The setback is an opportunity to move on from something that might be hard to let go of or reconcile. Know that everything good and bad is temporary. Tomorrow is a new day, so view it as an opportunity to create what you want in life. Things need to change, and for the moment, that starts with you. That is in the upright endings, defeat, surrender, bitterness, severing ties. Okay, so this is the second part of this reading. We're still in the energy of defeat, surrendering, bitterness, and severing ties. Remember, I said let go. This is a general message, so this does not apply to just one zodiac. This applies to whoever's personal situation is coming through, and whatever resonates, take it, and whatever doesn't, throw it away. And the Two of Cups right after that. Okay. What happens when we trust vulnerability? Can you sense the harmony it brings? Think of it as the phrase like attracts like. You magnetize the energies you have opened and they seek attachment to similar energy. Maybe you've noticed more opportunities presenting themselves to you, or someone has reached out to you with harmonizing energies. Open up to this energetic exchange and see how it connects to your soul. That was in the upside down. Imbalance, disconnection, unworthiness, worthiness, and struggle. So piggybacking on the first part, um, yeah, gotta find balance and disconnect. And you are worthy of peace. Is just, are you able to provide it for yourself? And a lot of us have to, search for the answers for that. And it's okay if you don't have the answer right now, but eventually, as we grow older, we put away childish things. And I'll leave that at that. The sun. Remember, I told you I was going to try to clarify the sun. And the sun and how it applies to this situation. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their Taco Tuesday. What are you taking out for Taco Tuesday? What is going to be your protein? It could also be eggs. It could be beans. I didn't take out any ground beef because I used to ground beef the other day, but I made some seafood fried rice last night. I made it with squid and garlic sauce, shrimp and scallops. And let me tell you, when I say Alex and I ate in complete silence. Nope. All you heard, matter of fact, it wasn't even complete silence. It was, he ain't said nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to him. And as soon as we got full, we drank our juice. Him drinking his juice and me drinking my little bit of soda, and I went on to go and digest. He actually went into his little corner, little galaxy corner that I'm still building on, and played at his little play table. I love that. And I colored yesterday. I colored a few pages yesterday. Loved it. So I'm clarifying the sun, which was the third one on the top line. The sun shines brightly on the things that feel good and bring pleasure to our innermost self. The light of the sun illuminates all that we have to hold gratitude for and reminds us to enjoy life. We become a shining beacon for others when we are confident and appreciative. This light becomes an example of how blissful life can be. Envision the joys this card highlights in your life. The card is a gentle reminder that you yourself bring light and joy to others. Honor the light within yourself. Yeah, and the upright. Confidence, success, and joy, optimism. See, if we can only just let go of all these other burdens, there is joy at the end of things. Just gotta let go, disconnect. Know that you deserve to feel good, even if that means that you have to give yourself the feel good. One of the best things I did was let people go. That helped everything. Like, Even people who I wanted to be, nice with, I had to let them go. You have to understand some people are connected to the same people who are draining your energy. Sometimes you got to just let everything go, even the mutuals. You got to let them go because they ain't doing nothing but discussing your business with the same people who basically plan to hurt you. And ignorance is not bliss. Why are y'all talking about somebody who's not in the room? And it's a lot of that goes on. So yeah, a lot of us have basically like put ourselves in situations that we didn't even have to be in, but it's okay. This some disconnection and reflection helps you to go in and navigate the situation better. You know better, you do better, right? Okay, so Two of Pentacles. We're on a Two of Pentacles now. We already hit 120. Two of Pentacles. I mean, I'm not trying to limit y'all or nothing, but I have been talking for a while. Me, who likes to sit and not talk for long periods of time, this is a lot. Two of Pentacles. Find the balance when trying to do it all. This message might mean prioritizing what's most important over the least important so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. Make sure there's a work-life balance and take care not to take on too much. It's a reminder that you are capable of handling challenges and adapting well. And this is an upright multitasking balance, change, and adaptability. See, that's what I'm saying. Balance, change. It all works out. Remember, we're all on a wheel of time. All bad things don't last forever, and the wheel turns. So if you're on the bad side of the wheel, just know, be patient, and do what you have to do so that when you get on the good side of the wheel, you can embrace the blessings that are coming to you. Now we've got the Six of Pentacles. Ask yourself if there is an equal energetic exchange happening in your life. Do you sometimes find yourself more of the giver or more of the taker? Oh boy. And where can you find the balance in your relationships? Do you need to ask for help, or are you in a place to help someone else? Don't see it as a power struggle, but rather as a balance of power. Any upright. Charity, empathy, give and take, generosity. So this signals reciprocity. So this is what I'm saying. Some of us have given to the point where we have forgotten that somebody was supposed to be giving us something. And some of us have taken to the point where we forgot that somebody was supposed to be receiving. And when there's not a balance of those things, it could throw off any relationship, business, platonic, anything, familiar, anything. So you just want to make sure that you haven't told yourself that you need to be taking credit for something that you have not put into. Because some people are actually so gracious to include you in their blessings when you ain't did nothing. They just did it as a sign of encouragement for you. But don't nobody got to give if you're going to keep taking, and vice versa. So if you're not reciprocal, don't get mad at the person who cuts you off. Please don't. Practice what you be preaching. All right, so now we're at justice. Didn't I just say all of this? I just dealt with all this energy before I got to this card. So this is the justice card, and this is what I'm saying. Like, that is the justice of things. If a person just cuts you off and you know in your heart of hearts, you ain't on the up and up, like, let that person go. That person have a right to go and find a place that is reciprocal. They don't owe you their presence because y'all close, or y'all work at the same job, or y'all live in the same house, or y'all have anything in common. What needs to be in common is the reciprocity. Once you get at a certain age, everything is cause and effect, input or output. And a lot of people have gotten coddled to the point that they forget that everything is an energy exchange. Yes, we don't want relationships to be transactional, but are we really in this type of world where it isn't seen as a transaction? Hopefully everything is not being turned into a monetary transaction, because that is the worst. But even on an emotional, like, get a grip. Everybody deserves reciprocity. And even if you've gotten comfortable doing a certain thing that wasn't cool and you've always got results, just know that things change. Like I said, we're on a wheel of time. If you're on the good side, Stay on the good foot. Because if you get on the bad foot, I don't know. I don't go over there. All right. So that was the reading. This was the ethereal reading. That was the ethereal reading. And what was I don't know if I even have it on here or not. But I'll do the real con later. Hold up. Do I have it? No. Nope. I'll do it later. All right. So have a good morning. I've got some things to do. I'm going to do. No, I cooked yesterday, so I don't know what we're going to do. I think we'll have a meal in. We'll just do takeout or something for dinner tonight. Because I mean, I've been cooking. Even after a while, the child gets tired of eating in the house. He wants something a little fun to eat. So we'll treat ourselves today and have a good, good Tuesday.